Here we go, Aquarius. Let's get into this. Thank you for joining me. Thank you to all of you who have supported this channel. I really appreciate it. Remember, not everything will resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. Take what helps you to help yourself and leave the rest. You're in charge of what you let in and what you don't. Here we go. What's the message for you today? I've got Two of Cups and the King of Wands. Oh, who's coming in, Aquarius? Someone new, or I'm hearing also you're just rejoicing with someone new. Okay. The Lovers in the reverse. Yeah, but this is a gift. This is some sort of gift. Ace of Wands out here now. Yeah, passionate new beginning. Ace of Swords. A truthful, passionate new beginning. Whoa, you're not used to this. Yikes. Queen of Wands. Energy in the reverse. That's what you're used to. Someone very needy, doesn't hold their own in a relationship, manipulative, jealous, quick to jealous, be jealous, quick to be emotional. They had kids, made you very unhappy. Sun in the reverse. Yeah, just off the charts, unhappy here. Thing of the past, I feel. Thing of the past. Wow, the cards really want to talk. Seven of Swords. Yeah, and the Death card. Transitioning from a very dissatisfying and often delusional experience with this person. Lots of lies. Lots of lies. I'm being asked to tell you why all the lies. That's kind of strange. Seven of Swords in the reverse. This person is not sure who they are. You know, one minute they're really aggressive and kind of competitive or wanting all your attention. And the next minute they're like flirting with other people, you know, but you were with them for a while. So even like at dinner parties and stuff, they would just, if they weren't getting enough attention, they'd move to someone else. That's the kind of energy you're used to. They go where the attention is. Yeah, pot stir. I hear pot stir. I feel like this new relationship is fairly recent, and I feel it's a good one. Yeah, leaving the toxicity, Devil in the reverse. Leaving this toxicity. The Star, what you've wanted. Wow. What you've wished upon in the area of a connection. Knight of Swords came in quick. You weren't expecting it. Who is this person to you? This person, Page of Pentacles in the reverse, the High Priestess. This person is very quiet and they are hard on themselves as far as feeling like they're not doing enough, and you cannot believe how much they do. Kind of hard on themselves. Six of Cups, King of Swords in the reverse. This person has dealt with growing up in an environment, and you may not know this yet because this is fairly new, your connection with them, where they were heavily criticized and watched over and micromanaged by family. Six of Pentacles. So that's where the criticalness comes from them, from themselves to, yeah, the self-critical talk. It comes from their childhood. Someone very on them all the time, critical. This person that they grew up with, in their head a lot, a hoarder, you know, just kind of things are a little bit off. The Tower and the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is in the reverse. Just a little off. Yeah, things were just a little bit off here. Not a lot of support, a lot of criticism, and something about hoarding attention or things. Yeah, it's been a tower for them to get past this and to be more healthy, but they do slip into old habits sometimes, and that's a self-critical habit that they have. But I feel like they've done a lot of work on self too. feel like a very kind soul. Yeah, they're good in trauma situations. They can really just stay very calm because they're kind of used to those environments. They know how to handle them. But they're also exhausted themselves. Like they can relate to bad relationships that you've been in because I feel like they have a similar background. 8 of Swords in the reverse. But like you, I think they just said no more one day. And then there you were, and there they were for you. The Hermit, the Judgment in the reverse. Yeah, a lot of working on self, a lot of enlightenment here. I'm just going to be who I am. And I'm no longer chasing after relationships. If the right one comes along, great. And I feel like it has come along for you guys. Nice surprise here. Taking a long time. Yeah, slow energy. 10 of Wands. You both recovering mode, are both in recovery mode, but I don't think either one of you talk about it. You don't know each other that well yet. I think this read is just like, you don't know, you haven't connected the dots yet. You don't know how blessed you are going to be with this person fairly new in your life. Queen of Pentacles and the Empress in the reverse. Grounded. The person you were with before, monetary issues, very important. Money was very important. I feel like this person isn't that way. This person is trying to do the exact opposite of how they grew up. Either for their children, they may have children, or just how they live their life. You know, trying to be more strategic in that they are doing the opposite of what didn't work and was toxic for them when they were growing up. 8 of Swords, it comes out sideways. Yeah, because I feel like they're still torn between figuring out what held them back, and a lot of this is past trauma. Growing up, a lot of it will be growing up, and or, you know, where they're going to release that, how they're going to release that, how they're going to take a look at it. I feel like we're hearing about this because you need to know this background as well as appreciate it, I'm hearing, and also they will help you to do the same. Some of these exercises that they do or have learned, or, you know, how they're going about being more enlightened about their situation and about how it's affected their connections as they've grown older. 5 of Cups in the reverse, Death in the reverse. Yeah, they don't want to have regrets here. They don't want to slow up the energy. Very positive in the way of wanting to be healthy in their next relationship. Very determined to do this, very deliberate to do this. 6 of Wands sideways tells me that they have already seen the connection between success and failure here as far as being healthy in relationships and how to go about doing that, being more enlightened. Yeah, regenerating themselves. This is the Charm, Starfish. I like this person for you, Aquarius. If you're looking, I think you are attracted to them too, but there's just so many other things that are going on here that are so good for you. The healing part of this, the healthy connection part of this. Get ready for something bigger than you realize. Yeah, this person I feel is in your life. And you've kind of been doing the chop wood, the humdrum, but you've done it on purpose. I'm getting away from the dramatic relationships. I'll just do boring for a little while. And then here this person comes, here and now. A brand new beginning. Yeah, I like this for you very much. In between worlds and building blocks. I don't think you expected this person to come into your life, and not in the big way that they're going to be starting to show you over time. A lot of healing. This person will represent a lot of healing for you while they do a lot of healing for themselves, and a good, healthy relationship for you. For some of you, maybe the first time you've experienced something like that. Your mind is always very sharp. They may really like that about you. Guilt, key decisions to be made. Yeah, I think you stayed in a relationship that wasn't for you out of guilt. You made some key decisions to get out of there. There's that jealousy we saw in your Queen of Wands in the reverse. That's your past relationships or one in particular. Competition, there's that competition. Just a reminder, you're receiving support now. You're receiving a supportive and nurturing relationship. You're going to be more and more aware of what a blessing this relationship is because it's brand new, fairly new, but a reminder not to go back to the old ways, the old habits. And I feel like this person comes from a similar background too. So together you remind each other to stay the course and stay it together. That's your message, Aquarius. I hope it's been helpful. Please do like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment below. I'd really appreciate it. Until next time, let's remember who we are and let's remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me.